45 miles separate the cities of Eugene and Corvallis, but the number of barbs and shots thrown back and forth between these two institutions could fill a distance triple that size. What a matchup we have for you in the battle for the state of Oregon. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Ducks will boot it away to start the game. So Oregon State's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Early in the season, the Ducks looked vulnerable against teams from the state of Idaho, but nothing makes you feel better than taking little brother behind the woodshed in a get-right game where you had to feel a little bit better about life.
Yeah, and it was really a coming-out party, too, for Dylan Gabriel, the transfer coming in from Oklahoma. He threw the ball. He ran the ball. Oregon was up and down the field offensively. We've seen this game in years past get a bit crazy and wonky at times. Last year, David, no doubt who the better team.
Yeah, especially when Oregon has to go to Corvallis. Typically, you'll see some struggle, but that wasn't it. And it was a beatdown. And you got to imagine they remember this pretty well. They're pretty ticked off about it. Listen, Oregon gets all the shine, obviously. Oregon State is little brother. They've got something to prove for sure.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. And the Beavers will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So Oregon's offense taking the field for a chance. We have to see them today. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access. Because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
Moore will throw. Grabbed over the middle, and Stewart. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Just keep slinging it. Caught near the sticks. It's Stewart. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Still looking on the move. Touchdown, Oregon! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. You thought it was noisy when the Duck rolled out on that motorcycle? Decibels through the roof in the House of Loud.
And what a great job getting this crowd going early. This is not one of the biggest crowds in the country, but Alson Stadium is one of the loudest places you will ever be in, and they love their Ducks.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. To the air, it's Murphy. Gets open down the middle. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think of the... And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Get the sack, getting the fumble.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Going to take a shot on second and short. Touchdown, Ducks! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Hankerson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fakes to grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Beavers are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. To throw, it's Murphy. Throwing right. Complete downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off from the shotgun. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? It seems as if this old feud has been going on since Lewis and Clark set the foundation for the Oregon Trail. They've been playing since 1894, guys.
Game's been played for a long time, a lot on the line in the state of Oregon. Bragging rights, Jesse, for a whole year.
I feel like it's one of the rivalries in college football that maybe a lot of people don't talk about or really know about. But if you've ever been around this game and you know about the tradition and the history and the emotion surrounding this game, this is easily one of the best rivalries in college football.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Moore to the air. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's Stewart.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Under fire. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his 1st incompletion of the game.
And the Ducks really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Might be calling a hot route. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. The first 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open, I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. Fielded in the end zone. It's Card. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Murphy. That's reeled in, it's Walker. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Line gets set, 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Escapes the sack. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking for space. It's Hankerson. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Beavers will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's moving out of the pocket. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
He's going for it all. That one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. The Ducks are on the move. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Ducks will try to put one on the board on first and goal. On the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this crowd was already jacked up. They were already excited. They were already making a difference in this football game, and the offense continues to pile on and give them something to cheer about. 27-0 here in the first half. This has been all home team.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Card. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's second and long. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. The give to the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be fourth down. Timeout call by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Bring in the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
Grab near the marker. It's Bryant. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Skips away from pressure. Wide open downfield. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Gonna look downfield again. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't...
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Clemens. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Still on his But he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The kick is on its way. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll leave it with him. Still on his feet at the 35. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to ride this running back. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll try it over the left side. Got the first down and more. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
This offense looks like they're in a rhythm. Whatever they've been dialing up here in the first half, they've had a lot of success with. You saw it on that last drive here at the end of the second quarter. Scoring a touchdown, they're going to be difficult to stop in the second half. The defense needs to start making adjustments.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here between the Ducks and Beavers. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Oregon and Oregon State plays out.
Will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Hughes.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
And the Ducks come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Might be changing the route. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4 down territory. The offense still on the field. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Johnson wants to throw it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front, and they're able to get to the quarterback.
The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Card. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the... There he goes! That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. And the Beavers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. If they pick the spot, it's going to be about a 37-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep your...
Turning it on! He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. It's as if the Duck has hopped on that motorcycle and is revving the engine, and Oregon is threatening to drive away.
And Oregon's a team that, man, when they get it going, a lot of times they're just so hard to stop. The swag gets rolling. The uniform always looks good, but Oregon State's going to have to find something in this rivalry.
They need a big play, and they need it right now. The Beavers need to be able to slow down this runaway train that is the Oregon Ducks right now.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here on third down. Motion from the wideout. Johnson looking to throw. He's going to run it. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the marker. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. grabbed behind the line. It's Card. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking to throw. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Beavers decide to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Moore. How about this freshman leading them on the chase and making the big play after the catch? The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead. They're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Stewart. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Making side adjustments here. They'll move the wide receiver. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got it on the run. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
56, Oregon State, 3.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Johnson wants to throw it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And here's the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Catch in the middle, it's Card. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. From the gun, the running back has it.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it.
Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Johnson looking to throw. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Beavers send out the punt unit. And the punt will come to rest just inside the 30. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is...
Oh, he's got some space. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the fourth quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't take anything at all.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows.
As they try to reel off their fourth straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Johnson wants to throw it. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds space on the right. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And the Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. The sure hands, it's Wells. They stop.